Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back to Mark's Tech. So if you guys have seen my previous videos on the iPhone SE that I have made, you would know that the only real downside that kind of affects really anyone that uses the phone is the battery. After all, it doesn't really matter how good a phone is if it dies on you and you can't really use it. You can expect about 4.5 hours of battery life out of this phone. If that sounds good to you, then hey, go for it. If you have a job that you're not allowed to use your phone at all, then yeah, you can get through the whole entire day, no problem at all. But if you have a more lenient job and you can really use your phone anytime you want, or maybe you're going on a road trip somewhere, you're going out for the day, you're going to a theme park, you're taking a bunch of videos, a bunch of photos, yeah, this phone is is gonna die really quickly. So I thought to myself, this phone has the exact body style as previous iPhones like the iPhone 7, iPhone 8. And Apple already has a smart battery case for the iPhone 7. So I picked it up. I found it on Amazon for $50 used. And as you guys know, even open box can be considered used if it was taken out. So yeah, I ordered it for 50 bucks. On Apple's website, it's 100 bucks. I'm not sure if I would ever spend 100 bucks on an iPhone SE battery case. So I really highly suggest going on Amazon and looking at the used ones. I will leave a link in the description if you guys are curious. The case itself is exactly what you would expect from Apple's weird design. It's not like the newer battery cases which take up majority of the back, but instead the actual battery is in the center. But hey, either way, it works perfectly. And this battery case actually does something better than the newer battery cases that Apple has on the iPhone 11 series of phones. And that it actually has front firing bottom speakers. Combine that with the top firing front speaker, firing top speaker speaker. There we go. If you combine those two, you pretty much have the same experience as any other front firing speaker phones, for example, like the Pixel 3. So how does it sound like? Great question. I'm glad you asked. Here is a quick before and after video showing how the phone sounds without the case and with the case. Now, I'm not sure how that translated through video and through YouTube's compression, but trust me when I say this, the difference is actually more than I would ever expect. I never had a phone with like true front firing speakers before, so I never really thought much of it. But when I saw that this design had the front firing design, yeah, that sounded weird when I said it. Anyway, the first thing I did was I put on Spotify, and the difference is trust me, it's definitely there. Inside the case is lined with suede, similar to the newer ones, so that helps protect against the scratches, and it adds a little luxurious kind of factor to the case. After all, it's 100 bucks. So, yeah. Now, the only actual downside to this case is that, well, as you guys know, the new iPhone SE 2020, you can have wireless charging. It has it built into the phone. This case, unfortunately, takes that away. You cannot do wireless charging through this case, pretty obvious. But in case you guys were wondering, yeah, can't do it. Now, if you need wireless charging, I mean, you can maybe wait for a third-party case manufacturer to make a battery case that is compatible with wireless charging. Don't expect that to be anytime soon. I highly doubt Apple is going to spend the R&D to make a battery case, especially for the iPhone SE, because well, this one works just fine, and I don't think they'll want to spend the extra money just to put wireless charging in here. So the iPhone SE has a battery capacity of 1,821 milliamp hours. Ouch. And the case has 2,365, so combined total of 4,186 milliamp hours. As a comparison, the iPhone 11 Pro Max has 3,969. So with this combination, you're going to get longer battery life than you would with the iPhone 11 Pro Max, simply because, well, a bigger capacity, battery. And also this has to push a huge screen, and this one has to push a little, 4.7 inch screen. This is 6.5. So huge difference. So if you guys are wondering, this case and phone combination weighs 251 grams roughly, which sounds like a lot. It even surprised me when I weighed it. It doesn't feel that heavy in the hand. So do I recommend this case for anyone that picked up the iPhone SE? Hell yeah. You're going to get better battery life than the iPhone 11 Pro Max at a much smaller form factor. And again, the only downside is that it doesn't have wireless charging. It is what it is. You can't have everything as much as I want it. So if you guys have any questions on this case or anything else on your mind, maybe you need some relationship advice, which you definitely do not want to hear that from me, I will probably make things worse. Anyway, leave me a comment down below if you have any questions. This was Mark from Mark's Tech. Adios.